Okay. Championship Sunday. Couple days away.
Say now.
We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day.
Blah, blah, blah.
We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day.
Jamaicans.
We make plays every day, yeah.
He's still making plays.
We make plays every day, yeah.
Woo!
Plays every
Okay.
day, yeah.
Okay.
Plays every day, yeah.
Welcome to the Real Fantasy Playmakers. I am your host, Bogart Scott Free, here with my esteemed colleague, the man bun, the steamiest boat you'll ever see, the Goo. What's happening, Goo? I try to throw as much extra on it.
I'll take it. I need all I can get. It's gonna get a little dry. But
The man bunniest. that sounds too much like a bunny.
yeah.
I like that one.
We'll let that one go. No, we chilling, brother. You know what I'm saying? Niners got it done. You know, NFC our championship Sunday is coming up. You know, we're 1 week away from getting to the Super Bowl matchups. You know, it's a great time of year, brother. Great time. Best football being played right now. That's for sure.
This weekend's gonna be fun too, cause it's my little man's birthday party. First birthday party is going down.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you can make some arrangements.
Oh, yes.
You know what I'm saying? You get some time. You know
there.
what I'm saying? Also, like in other sports, we got a good fight card this weekend. You fuck with UFC at all? Like
Not
that?
a big UFC guy, but what?
I
is
used to
McGregor
be.
fighting somebody?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cause I like him because he's entertainment too.
Yes.
You don't really got to know too much about him to
Right.
enjoy, you know what I'm saying? And he's fighting another guy who's the same way, a cowboy. Just the motherfuckers that shit talk, you know what I'm saying? But I'm looking forward to Sunday so bad that I love it when there's events that lead up to it that kind of kill the time.
You'd be stressed out on Saturday if there was nothing going on or what?
I mean, I'd be anxious. You know what I mean? I was so glad that last Saturday. Oh yeah, shout out to my Niners. We was out there. You know what I'm saying? Fucking. I guess you had to be there to believe it, but I resurrected Bosa from the depths of death. You know what I'm saying?
I heard the story. Yes, my man's here. You might think he just did some mind trick, but no, my man started the Bosa chant out there. He really did. Don't put it past him.
It was nuts, dude.
And he brought him back to life, all because
It
of
was
what?
fucking nuts.
Fantasy implications.
Oh, yeah.
That's why. Because he owns Bosa in the playoff league. He started a chant. If you didn't own him, that never happened. So drafting Bosa might have been the best thing that happened to you.
I would have been sitting there devastated.
Right.
But I wouldn't have felt the
need to bring him back. Well, I mean,
But
yes, I think we get it. When you own him and he's yours and you own the rights and all that, you gotta resort to drastic measures. You couldn't have that. You brought him back to life.
Yeah.
That was a great game. Let's talk about that game for a minute. I mean, I was kind of worried about Minnesota. I gave him a lot of respect.
You were really worried.
I gave him a lot of respect, but what I should
you know what though? I gave him a little too much respect too, because I called the over, but at least I had them covering, even just covering in general.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? And I did not see that TC thing like that. I did not see TC.
Tevin Coleman, you talking about?
Yeah, shout out to Tevin Coleman. We have all your albums. You know what I'm saying? That was incredible.
Yeah, I mean he was he'd been waiting for that. I mean he hasn't done much since that Carolina game really.
Yeah, and that's kind of
They might have been resting him a little bit, but he was the hot hand, and that's what we do. We ride the hot hand.
That's true.
So that was.
But see, here's the thing though, 100%. Even though he hasn't done nothing since that week in Carolina, he still he's still out there first series of every game.
Yeah.
First drive we get, he's in one of those plays. You know what I mean? Which is weird.
It was Breida the first carry of this game.
I was so happy to see that too because I have Breida.
Do you?
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's right, you got it.
I was like, hell yeah, let's go.
I don't think we saw him again after that, really.
No, and then when they gave him another couple more chances, he ended up even fumbling at one point. It was like, oh, never mind. That's a cold hand.
Yeah,
you know
he had to go. But that's the good thing when you got three good running backs. You can
and then
bench
Mostert, it was just like, okay, TC's doing his thing. I'm gonna go back killing it on special teams.
Right, he recovered the fumble.
Yep.
Just out there gunning still. That's crazy.
Oh yeah. He was a gunner on
we
that.
got the
He
juice
was
right
gunner
now. Yeah, we got the juice right now, bro. It's
Okay. But I almost want the way I was gonna say let's do today is let's recap last weekend and then segue to this weekend on whatever game. But I want to really deep dive in that Green Bay game. So let's finish the recap. You know what I'm saying?
With the Green Bay game?
No, we're still on this.
Yeah.
We're still on this one. So with the Vikings, right? Bro, They did exactly what they were supposed to do, and their first drive, their first series, just fucking try to rape Witherspoon.
Yes.
And they did that.
They did it.
Yeah.
He gave up, I think I heard the number, like 73 of the, or
They're
63 of like the 8. No, on that first drive, he gave up all the yards, basically.
Yeah.
On a PI, and then they targeted him twice. He falls down on the touchdown to Diggs.
Yeah.
He looked bad. Like,
Yeah.
he had to
I
go.
think he knew he was beaten and he fell.
Yeah, he was
trying to save
just
face. Yeah.
sniped.
Seriously.
I mean, it was bad. That was ugly, and they pulled him quick. And I don't know if we talked about it, but he was the guy I was worried about going in.
We talked about him. And,
Yeah.
and then I remember and both of us were like, it's got to be Mosley.
Right.
But then, like, here's the thing, too, is like Shanahan. I think Shanahan gave enough chances. It's kind of circa Dante Pettis, where it's like, okay, Pettis, we really like you here. We're going to let you start again. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Okay, Pettis, another big drop. And we're keep going to you at crucial times in the game. Mm-hmm. And, like, you know, and you're there's another drop. Okay, Pettis, here we go. Here, let's go again. Then he gets a touchdown.
He tries to install that confidence.
Exactly.
He tried.
And he was trying to do that with Witherspoon.
They went straight at him, and he just, the first series, like, not a good look, but I mean, like, that's like literally the only issue that you can raise about the Niners that day. Because other than that, I mean, Jimmy wasn't like lighting it up, but he didn't need to.
No,
he didn't need to.
And what games does he light it up?
Every now and then, but I mean, if you look
Arizona,
if you look at the,
you know what I mean?
the game, the way the game was going, Minnesota had. I don't think the Niners were worried about Minnesota offensively. They had them. I mean, with the whole squad healthy, they had no running game, no Dalvin Cook. Period. I think he had like 21 yards.
Could not get to the second level on the ground.
No, the pass rush, you got 3 seconds.
They could not do it.
No, it was bad, and they had no creativity, like nothing. It was just still just running. It was just tackles and like zone runs.
The old like for instance, okay, say like say I spend years learning your system, right? Oh no, me and you, we're learning the same system, right? Mm-hmm. Only it's your dad. You know what I'm saying? It's your dad's system, and then like I learned under your dad. I'm older than you, right? Mm-hmm. And then like I go on and I find my own apprentice this time, right? So Kubiak Stefanski, and I could show you all the shit I know, and you can put your own little twist on it. But the original, the source where it came from, you know what I'm saying? Now you have evolved it into its own beast, and you look at it and just ha ha ha. Those are ways of the old. Yep. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's like, bro, it's like they looked like a team that, I mean, okay, you know why you were so like hesitant to?
I thought they would be more physical than with us, and they had a chance to be the more physical team.
It was is it?
That was the only thing.
What are you basing that on? How they were majority of the year, or just coming off that Saints game on the road? Because I would say it's just coming off. That Saints
coming
game
off that game.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you came in, you went on the road, and you.
The one thing I pointed out was like how bad the Saints offense looked too that game. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and then like, the Saints defense, like, okay, if Williams, that safety that fucked it up in the Minnesota Miracle a couple years ago, if he didn't run into Marshawn Lattimore on that last play, maybe Thielen doesn't get that big bomb when P.J. Williams was on him. Right.
You know
what I'm saying? Where it was like, it's just crazy.
No, they didn't like. They just seemed like that when it came to the Saints game that they were like established their dominance, more physical, and they were the aggressor, and like that was what I was worried about. If they can become the aggressor in the game, then we would have had problems, but they never could. Like we handled them on all fronts, like. And it got to the point where we didn't even have to throw the ball. No. They were just running it. And I even said during the game, I said, at the point, I think they had ran like 8 straight runs in a row, and it was like a 3rd and 2.
Yep, I remember.
And I said, they can't run this here again. And then they just ran it, and they didn't get it. I said, that was arrogant. But at the same time, it's conservative, but it was just like, we're just going to run it until you stop us. And it was like that play. I said, "Bro, you got to pass it because they're selling out now."
I know what you're talking about too. You're talking about
it's like the third quarter. Or something.
Yeah, in the second half.
Right.
And I remember telling Alan, shout out to A1. I remember telling Alan, I was like you said, oh, we won't run. Like there was another one where it was like third. I think it might have been 3rd and 6. Mm-hmm. And I was like, we're going to run it right here. And he's like, no fucking way. I was like, hell yeah. Mm-hmm. And I was like, those are those adjustments. Like it was just we seen something there. It's like look, and if not, even if it wasn't
Exactly.
something exactly, it was like just beat them up.
Exactly. And at the same time, when you know the defense isn't giving up shit, the whole game plan offensively changes.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like we can just run it and play conservative.
And then getting a lot of short fields and even like great returns or even just our special teams in general. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a stark contrast from us coming off the bye week and we didn't look. They say you can either be fresh or rusty. We look fresh, and then now we'll segue into the Ravens game where it was just like wow.
I don't know if I don't know if the bye week is the issue for the Ravens.
I think the Ravens think I definitely do. You're hot. You're off a 12-game winning streak, and the only teams you lost to that year last season, if you're the Ravens, were the Chiefs, and then the Browns, that was at home, and that was their last loss against the Browns, and it was like, you know what I mean? You know how they lost? It was like a junior varsity version of Derrick Henry. It was a Nick Chubb, like 130-yard outing, like total scrimmage yards type of shit. And he was just beasting. You know what I mean? Like, and where Baker didn't really have to do shit. You know what I'm saying?
Baltimore shot themselves in the foot. They played like they were nervous.
Yeah, that's true, though.
That's why they didn't. I mean, maybe rust in the week off does have something to do with that, but they froze up and they couldn't adjust, and it felt like just that first it's so the momentum right off the bat when it hits, and when the initial drive, they're moving down the field, they're looking pretty good. Andrews drops the ball, interception, add on 15 for a bad call, and it's like damn, Tennessee, and then they punch it in on the 3rd and 8 or something like that on the Jonnu Smith amazing catch. Like it was demoralizing. Like they were just like shell shocked because Baltimore doesn't play from behind. So to get from behind early, like they didn't know what to do. That's not them. Like the Niners, if they got down early, it would have been an adjustment for sure.
Oh yeah,
like a major adjustment. We can play that game. Baltimore can't play
mid-game adjustments is like where it's at, and sure. Like you know what I'm saying. Like a team that can make mid-game adjustments, it just makes you know that your coach is that much better. And like
the more physical team won all 4 games.
I want to know who their. It makes me want to look more into the offensive coordinator too, or is it just having Derrick Henry? Because I don't even know that coordinator's name. I can't even think. I was trying to think of him for the life of me. Like,
doesn't ring a bell. Yeah, it's Derrick Henry, bro.
It really is just Derrick Henry.
He throws touchdowns.
Line. And it's their line
everything.
too.
No, but
their line can.
They are playing,
and the receivers too. Everyone's blocking down the field. Like it's crazy.
They're an aggressive team. They remind me of like old school Patriot football in the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
They used to when they played the Colts. They used to just beat them up, and you be the more physical team, and you take these finesse teams out of their comfort zone. And they crumble.
Fuck up all their timing.
Like Baltimore's a finesse team, believe it or not. As much as they're a power run team, they're kind of a finesse team. Like it's not.
Well, yeah, it is because think about this: read option isn't sloppy by any means. When you're running read option,
and it's not really power football.
No,
it's kind of you're isolating the D end or you're running up the gut. You know what I mean?
And yeah, because people think like running between the tackles up the gut that's power running. Yes, it is, but also it's like when you're running read option. Like those lanes are open, you know what I mean?
Absolutely, you're running.
You know what I'm saying? So,
power football is. This is what.
Yeah, when you think of power football, you think of like hard nose,
right?
Crashing into each other.
That's how you establish you're the more aggressive team. Like that zone.
Hey, yo, Derrick Henry is legit though.
It's crazy. It's crazy how
he's averaging like, oh my god! If I was looking at it earlier, dude, I want to say it's like 9 yards a clip on just regular runs. But in zone run, it's like something like 12 or some shit like that, dog.
Yeah, what does he run for, like 390 yards or something? He's almost rushed for 400 yards in 2 games.
It's 100. He's avraging 186.
It's crazy.
That would be dope if it was 187. You'd be like, damn, he's averaging murder.
He's murdering. I mean, that's what he's doing, bro. Like when he runs, though, he's just he just looks different. He looks different now. Like he's busting through the line. And
you know what,
huge,
dog?
and then he's breaking away from.
I'm so mad at myself because like I have years of talking about Derrick Henry being this guy, and then just get burned, and not even necessarily by him. It would be like by personnel in front of him, like a DeMarco Murray, or and then like coaches just being stupid fucks, not feeding him enough to get him going. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Was Jeff Fisher there when he was there?
No,
that was.
But that sounds like such a Jeff Fisher thing, right?
That's why
it was more like you though. It was, a matter of fact, it was literally bullshit. by definition, it was malarkey. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but see, here's the thing: the guy that drafted him there, and then if you want one day, you don't have to do this right now, but you might be able to fact check me on this one. It was Ken Wisenhunt who was there.
Yep, that
you know
sounds
what I'm
right.
saying?
Sounds right.
It was Ken Wisenhunt was the head coach, and Malarkey was the OC, and then they fucking that was yeah, I want to say that was like mid 2015. He was one of the guys they fired once they were like bad. You know what I mean? Because that was Mariota's like rookie year.
Right.
Yeah, I think I might have that right. I might be jumbling up.
But what does that have to do with Henry?
Because like just all these different fuck shit scenarios with Henry, till even like last year with LaFleur. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until like it wasn't until the Patriots game. Mm-hmm. They played the Patriots in the regular season last season, right? 2018. They played the Patriots in regular season. Derrick Henry gets off nasty. Derrick Henry at the time was like a back end fourth round pick that year. Right. You were picking him up off the waivers after that Patriots game, and some people weren't. And that Patriots game, I know it was at the back end of the fantasy season. Because then once we got into the fantasy playoffs, he was still available in some places, and like he wasn't 100% or
right.
He's coming above the threshold.
He's solidified. He's
but then he just started showing. He just started.
They showed flashes, but they never gave him 30 carries.
I kind of took a quick peek at next year. I right now where I have him, and I'm subject to changing my opinion, but he's at the back end of the first round because all our leagues are PPR in some form or another. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but obviously he's not going to average 30 carries a game.
And see, here's the thing though, is that zone shit gets him in space, and like he's so good with that using that arm as a weapon. It's like running with like a stick. You know what I mean? Just like a keep away stick. It's fucking.
They block,
and it's whatever arm is free too.
I mean,
and they're crazy. Blocking like shit.
And you can't bring him down with just one guy. And if you do, one guy is bringing him down. He's falling forward for 3 more from wherever he is.
Do you remember how Marshawn Lynch, when people used to have to gang tackle him, but it was because like he would run like low with a wide base. So if you hit him on this side, he'll bounce off the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was just like boom, 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 getting hit, and he would just make it on the other side of the fucking.
I wasn't sure, but your demonstration really solidified.
You get what I'm saying, right?
Now it makes sense.
Because now you can visualize how Marshawn runs, right? Dude, this guy doesn't run like that. Derrick Henry,
straight up.
Yeah, and then when he gets going, he's like he has like the snowball effect. He gets bigger and badder as he gets moving. Because
he wear you down. I mean, trying to tackle that guy's got to be a fucking load. Yeah. I mean, seriously, like by the third, fourth quarter, you really don't want no piece of that. You're making business decisions.
I'm hella happy that it's in Minnesota, in Miami, the Super Bowl. If they say like, because I'm always trying to think of a scenario of us getting.
You want Tannehill back in Miami?
No. I'm just saying, I'm always trying to think of a scenario of us getting in there, and then it would either be us playing the Chiefs or us playing Tennessee, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because then honestly, if everything's on the table. If we don't win this game, I want to see Green Bay and the Chiefs in just for entertainment value. Because now it's just, Green Bay will hella lose with that way they run. The way they fucking run. And in Tennessee, Green Bay's so bad against the run. Anyways, I guess we could talk about that this episode, different predictions. But we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Okay, what else?
We're just finishing up on our Tennessee love after beating Baltimore.
What else? Oh, yeah, the Chiefs game. Okay. First of all, to go back to our calls. I had Minnesota to cover, but and it was I had the over, and I had Niners winning it. So that's the only one I got right. Is Niners winning it? Mm-hmm. It wasn't over. It was under, and Minnesota didn't cover. The Ravens game, I had the Ravens rolling. You know what I'm saying? But ironically, because of the last episode and the way you talked about it with me, I was so faded. Coming out of that Niners game, and so happy. Fuck that game. I'm not even gonna touch that game.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it was like I didn't have time to put thought into that.
No, coming out of the Niner game. No.
Yeah, because it's like
starts right away.
Yeah, we do like this. We do this episode. It's still fairly early in the week. You know what I'm saying? By the time I got to the end of the week, I was just like, damn, dude. Like I was telling people pound the under. That's all I was saying. But then even that didn't it
went
over?
Under. It went under.
It went under.
What
right?
was it,
okay,
like 28
so I was still
12 or something. Like that?
Because then I didn't call under over on the last pod, but. You know what I'm saying? But you definitely had Tennessee covering.
Did I pick Tennessee?
Yeah, to cover.
Interesting.
Because there was like 9, I think. And then I talked you off of Kansas City covering, and they actually did. because you're like right out the gate, you're like, Kenzie, I think they roll. And I had this whole Black Jesus spiel, and it was actually hilarious. Like when I listened to it back, because it's so true. It's like how many times
The Black
is
Jesus.
Black Jesus gonna
That's
say?
right.
And remember I said when Watson looks down the field at his receivers,
They light up.
the perpetual light shines on him. Oh, him,
Jesus highlights of her, the man upstairs.
Black Jesus.
Black Jesus. Yes.
Yeah. What else we on?
What I mean with that, we're on that game though.
Oh yeah, we're on the game. So
I mean, like,
I had Houston to cover that game, and I was feeling really good about it. So, I want to talk about this game a little bit on the betting side, because and then like my boy was like, he was like saying, my boy would always jump in the thread and like holler out all the bravado shit, like, yo dog, oh shit, right now, fucking Chiefs money line's crazy.
on
It
the
was
live
like 24-0, yeah, live. You know, so I was like, fuck. And I was still thinking, like, I like my Houston shit. I don't even want to touch it. But then it was like, then when I got to that.
I wish I would have thought of that.
Bro, when it was like 3-4 minutes after that, when they kicked that field goal, not even 3-4 minutes, it was like
3 minutes, they scored 21 points.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was
Start of the
like,
second quarter.
Yeah, it was like 3 minutes then. You know what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying? Like, and then I was like, ooh, fuck.
Once they got the second touchdown,
And then my boy goes in there, he's like, did anyone take it? And I'm like, no. And as a collective, you know, and then he started getting mad at us. JT Money. Shout out to JT Money.
He didn't take it either, though?
No, because he was waiting for someone to react. I just read it in the thread. I was like, nah. You know what I mean? I'm watching this game. I'm hurt. I'm watching
And he
Mahomes.
texts you 5 minutes later, they're only down like 3.
Yeah, and he's like, did anyone take it? Because then, you know, it changed drastically.
It's done.
Yeah, that one was gone.
You had to get
like,
jump
so when when we're watching the national game, when he was like, it's 59 right now, I was like, oh, smash. You know what I mean? I already took the over already at 66 in that game. I was like, you know what I mean?
When it went down
he
to
was
59?
like, dog, it's down to 59. This was probably like early second quarter, or maybe the end of the first quarter.
59. The couldn't have gone down.
Yeah.
No, because it was 28-24 at halftime.
No.
I'm confused.
No. This was either before like I said, this is either early second quarter or at the end of the first quarter, when it was still like, look at the score. It was like
24-0 at the end of one, and then
see,
yeah.
No. I'm talking about the national game. I was talking about when I bet the 59.
That game.
Yeah,
that.
I jumped to that real quick.
Confused me real quick.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Chiefs?
Right when you said it 24-0, I was like, okay. No. But you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
No, I'm saying because of that game.
Uh-huh.
When he told me to fucking, you know, not when he told me, when he jumped down the thread and was just like, hey, it's crazy the live bet, because why would, like, the odd, like, what are the odds of the Chiefs coming back? Super high. So
right.
It's like, you got stupid bang for the buck right there.
Yeah.
And then it changed, like, in a split, you know, like,
Quick.
even the first,
Probably right on the kickoff.
The initial touchdown, even. The initial touchdown after, then boom, you know, that was already done for that. But then, I'm talking about, so when we're watching the LSU Clemson game, you know what I'm saying? And it's like the end of the first quarter, he goes, oh shit, it's at 59 right now. Slam the over. I was like, done. Nice. You know what I mean? Yeah, because we were already on, I was on the over on 66, so that's what I'm saying. Oof. You know what I mean? Oof. Where it was just like, wow. Because I hadn't lost money. Like, I've been dwindling down on my little play chips. You know what I mean? Like, fortunately, I never had to come out of pocket since, like, the beginning of the year for real.
Yeah. That's a win.
You know,
that's a win right there.
Yeah. But then, you know, but also, like,
entertainment.
I ended up chipping away a lot because I started getting pussy. My mind was everywhere because, you know, it started becoming more fantasy by the end of the year, where I was like, all right, I'm not, you know, like, that's why I was like, fuck it. I put the rest of everything I had in there. Like, I think it was like $116.
That's how you do
left.
it. Let it ride.
And I was like, just in that, you know, in that bravado.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck it.
Hammer it.
Put that shit on the fucking shit.
Hammer that shit.
Woo!
That's how you do it, bro.
We need to get like a slab. You know what? We need to get a wood here and some nails.
We just hammer and we can.
Yeah, just every time. Yeah, you know what? Nail in the coffin.
That. I like that. Or like a judge gavel or something.
Yeah, we need all that shit.
The ring.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying?
Oh, we need a gong. That's what we need.
Oh, yeah. That's ignorant. I like that.
Yes. Get it next year. We got it.
Okay.
We'll check with the accounting team.
Hey,
so
that's just Chiefs. The Chiefs are just amazing.
Yes, I think that sums it all up for them. I mean, shit.
Also, playing at home is crazy for them too. You want to know what's dope about Levi? I didn't say this shit, but like, you know, Candlestick, it was smaller, obviously. So, but and this shit's like it's significantly bigger. And
Right.
when it gets loud, it's loud as fuck, dog.
It's the loudest we've heard it. That's for sure. But it wasn't loud the first 2 years.
But it's not designed to be loud like Arrowhead is. Like Arrowhead is literally shaped like this.
Yeah, same like
Where it's-
Seattle. Their shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where it magnifies the sound like it was designed like that. You know what I mean? Ours was designed to have half of it in the shade. You know what I'm saying? It's hella annoying.
That sun beams on that motherfucker.
Fuck yeah, because our tickets are on the other side too, in the sun.
You're in the sun side? Oh.
I mean, I like it when it's weather like this. Mm-hmm. But then when we're indulging and then overindulging, and you're sitting in that sun like in early
in September.
and shit,
Yep,
I'm like,
yep.
oh fuck.
That shit burn
And so
you.
we just we'll like I don't know, but see during the season games, you know what I'm saying, we're just chilling. We're you know what sucks is we used to always get fucking bracelets, or we used to always just get like Land. Shout out to Land. They would always just be in fucking one of those club rooms and just send us the shit in the email. And this year they got tight on it.
Oh, because everyone was,
Everyone's doing it, yeah.
I heard other people.
And then like motherfuckers just wouldn't even give a fuck too. We just walk up, show them it. They probably know like someone, and we just be all in there, dog. Like, and those are the shit.
Yeah, but now when the team is good, you're in your seat. You're in your seat.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, those ones are dope. The areas, they're not club rooms per se, but that area where you got to go behind the glass doors, it's like the second level.
Yep.
Yeah, and then there's just
On the
tables
shade side,
too,
right?
Yeah, there's tables and there's bars right there, right? And then there's just seats. But we just chill at the table. They got all the screens. I'm watching fucking. It's the small ones too. They just line the top, and it's all the different games. You know what I'm saying?
It's nice.
Yeah.
Come a long way. Candlestick
I know,
was a
right?
dump. You know what I mean? The Coliseum, shit's a dump.
Like the bracelets, I be in the VIP. It's all you can drink, all you can fucking eat. Then you go on the fucking sideline. But it's funny because my jug was on the away side. So like I would always for the Lions. I thought it was only for the away team. I was like, what? They got them on for our side. They're like, yeah, you be behind there because I'll be there. Like it's a Rams game. I'm behind the Rams.
For sure.
And I'm just all flamed up Niner shit. And I'm just talking shit. Telling people me and my girl just got engaged.
It's a party out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got to get on them. They hear you. They hear you. You see Luke Kuechly retired today?
Yep. There's a
28.
bunch of shit that happened.
28. That's motherfuckers.
You know
are
what?
out
He
now.
said
He's
I mean
a smacker though. He's been
Yeah.
smacking forever.
You know what sucks though too is like it's like he's like damn, like I think he just it's one of, what's the word? I'm trying to remember the name. He's the Lions receiver, Calvin Johnson.
Yeah.
It's the Megatron thing too. It's like, man, I've been getting beat up so much. Yeah, I know I got like a cool amount of years in me, but I'm on this sorry ass team and I'm under contract. They'll never move me. You know what I mean? They'll never pay me what I want. So in this case, Kuechly, because I mean, I'm pretty sure they just barely extended him a couple years ago. You know what I mean? Or like 2 seasons ago for his last. I mean, either way, full on retirement.
He looked old this year a little bit.
Yeah.
He just looked. He looked worn. Not old, worn
It's
down.
it's more about his awareness though. Like he'll know when to drop back. He'll know when to. You know what I mean? Like he's so dope. Like his not awareness, his intelligence. There you go.
That might be a thing though. I mean, because he's been smacking since day one. It's like
Yeah.
Patrick Willis. As soon as he came into the league, he's elite.
And
when
remember Patrick Willis-
when you're hitting that many times a game,
it's
a collision every
And
time. That shit
and
gotta wear
ironically
you.
for him, it was the turf toe. Because you see here, I get it with Kuechly because he got a gang of surgeries too. Like that fool's been beat up. You know what I mean? And you know when I say a gang, it's anything more than one.
I couldn't fact check you on that one, but
Yeah.
no, he's
It's like all of Carolina.
He's outie.
Hey, we're gonna see a whole different Carolina, dude.
You think so? What do you
Yeah.
know? Do you know anything about Matt Rule?
No, I'm just saying, and this is this is gonna be a trend we're gonna be seeing where it's like this guy is gonna come in, they're gonna get rid of everything.
It'll take 3 years.
They'll probably, I know. I'm just saying, but I could see them moving Cam, dude. They'll get Cam in some preseason action, right? And then who just got fired there?
Isn't Cam like a free agent or unrestricted?
No, I think it's his last year. I mean, that would be something I'd be interested in looking at, but I'm just saying, I don't know nothing about this guy, and he's like what is he? He's a
college coach.
Yeah, college coach. There you go. That's
Yeah.
right. Oh, we did kind of talk about him.
Yeah, he talks a good game. I seen his press conference. He's firm.
Okay.
Pause. You know, I
didn't even catch that. I'm slow for the 2020.
all right, so I guess there's not much to talk about with Kansas City Texans.
Yeah,
Kansas
just they're fucking amazing. I love
Green Bay,
Patrick
Seattle.
Mahomes.
I mean, what is your take on that game?
Well,
to me,
that was my
Seattle's
only-
about to steal it at the end there. if they
That
got
was
the ball
my
back.
only lock of the week.
Green Bay.
Yeah, and when I locked it in, it was at 4.5.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
nice.
And you know what's funny is we're doing the episode, and I'm like, oh, they'll smack by. I was like, they can win by 7. Then we went through. Remember, we were like the weather was like, ooh.
The
Still,
weather
I was
wasn't
like,
even
they can win
bad.
by
I
7.
thought the weather was gonna.
No.
I
I know,
heard other things.
Yeah, no. So did I. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, I still, no matter what, regardless of the weather, I knew like that you could run on them and do whatever. Like, you know, even just before this game, because you know it didn't really, you know, they could more so kill them through the air. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Russell Wilson does Russell Wilson things. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then especially Lynch comes through and has 4 touchdowns in 3 games. You know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of one of those things where it's like, then they just won't fucking die, will they? They even try to do callbacks, like literally. Or how about Marshawn Lynch? I love Marshawn Lynch, dude.
Did you hear his press conference?
Yeah,
after?
I was
Oh
just
my
about to-
God.
You know why? Because he's
What
like,
did he say? Protect your chicken.
yeah, he be fucking up the chicken.
I see it. You know what's funny is I was watching that and I had it on mute and I couldn't hear it and I just seen him talking and I thought he was
'Cause
pissed off.
anytime he's
and then I went
talking,
back
you
and
know,
listened to it and
yeah.
he's just lacing them up, bro.
And you know
He's
what's
just
funny is
lacing them up.
it's like I'll be posting shit for the GMM.
Yeah.
And I was recording it right, and it's a bitch because it deleted, and I didn't. I was too lazy to rewind it and try to do because if I'm
Right.
watching some shit, you know, like Marshall Lynch, oh shit, he's talking.
Yep.
Because you know what I'm saying? It's just anytime he's talking, bro, you listen. You know what I mean?
Love Marshawn.
And I love it. Like okay.
How could you not listen?
You remember when it was the whole I'm only here so I don't get fined?
Oh yeah.
Hey, check this out. I remember during that whole Super Bowl thing when he was doing it. So he'd be like, he had like, I think he was mandated for like 6 minutes, right? That was like the mandated shit. And he
Yeah.
had to do like 3 minutes of it.
The Dion interview. Is that what you're about to talk about?
Yeah, no. So, no.
Oh, okay.
He'd be like, so there's hella reporters. So Marshawn Lynch, how you feel about that? I'm only here so I
he
don't
kept saying
get
it,
fined.
Yeah.
And then, right? He was so that, Marshawn Lynch, blah, blah, I'm only here so I don't get fined. And then, like, there's another dude, right? And then he picks him. And he's like, Marshawn Lynch, how do you feel about this game and the tough matchup, blah, blah, blah. Then he goes, and then it's like Marshawn, like, you couldn't hear him.
Uh-huh.
And then the guy repeats the question. Oh, okay. He's like, I'm only here so I don't get fined. He killed it. He made him repeat the question. Like, oh, I fucking love it. Anyways, I was laughing. I'm recording him because, when Marshawn talks, you listen. So I'm recording this motherfucker. And then, he's getting through all the fucking, like the isms. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, you know what I'm saying? And just get your chicken right. You basically get your money right.
You
know what I'm saying?
understand? Everyone understands.
Oh
what it
yeah,
means.
we're from the Bay. So,
Yes.
you know what I mean? And
You're like,
look,
yup.
Look, my African.
He ain't lying.
Yeah, exactly.
He ain't
lying.
lying.
And I'm like, look at Marshawn Lynch, like a fucking motivational speaking, dog. Who would have thought?
That was a great.
It was phenomenal.
I wish I'd heard whatever was asked that sparked that.
For real.
Because that was like, what is he talking about?
No. Check this out. It was some football shit. It was just a football.
It was real,
question.
yeah.
No, it was a football question.
Oh, okay.
And like about the game. He's talking about the game and then it was like, how you feel about coming back? Blah, blah, yeah, that's cool. But look, y'all, and he just started lacing game. Like that's how it happened.
He's
Like
OG in the game.
He
now.
just kind of like curved the question, and it was like, look, you know what I mean?
Check this out.
Yeah, being retired, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Because I hadn't saved all my bread. Because he was like infamous for that. Like never spent any of his football checks, just saved them all up.
Smart.
Yeah, and then like because he had his other little businesses. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
like
yeah,
the Beast
he's an
Mode
entrepreneur.
Yeah,
entrepreneur for sure.
And he was eating. He branded himself eating.
Oh yeah, I heard he had T-shirts, the unfinished business or something. He had it like from his comeback. Like he had
yeah, for sure.
Marketing it
you know how many
somehow.
goddamn Seahawks fans are there out there? Oh my god, he got rich overnight again. That's why he was just like.
He was chilling. He only had to play 3 games.
And I bet you they paid him a guap.
For sure, they paid him.
They paid him a guap.
I mean,
he probably got like $2 million.
Yeah,
Come on,
it's worth looking.
He'll
up.
take that. with some all these little incentives and shit. I bet you he was like, I want 100,000 for every touchdown. I bet you. You know what I mean?
They would have started throwing it on the goal line again,
like that,
like they did in the Super Bowl. That was
they're like, don't pay him this incentive.
Russ,
is that really what it was?
We're gonna hit that slant. Need you to hit this slant, Russ.
Oh my God! Hey, he can never throw a slant there ever.
No, he never will. He'll just like freeze. You know,
he'll be like, oh. He'll get the fucking flashback. Oh, it's Butler.
Oh, that's
they're like,
no, he'll just sneak it in. All right, coach. Go run. No, fuck that. All right, so let's break down the matchups now. Since we didn't really talk about that game, but
we knew we were gonna burn through this shit.
Yes. So let's go. We'll go to AFC matchup first. Kansas City and Tennessee, bro. Like, what's your pick?
Is this the one that's 7 or is this 7.5?
I think they're both at 7.5 right now.
They're both at 7.5.
That's my yes. I'm gonna go with that. You gotta think about it, huh?
Huh?
You gotta think about it.
Oh no, I thought you were looking.
Oh no, yeah, 7.5.
It's 7.5.
Yeah.
Okay. See, my initial. Here's the thing: is like, man, that last game they played, you had during the season, because this is oddly enough, or not oddly enough, dope enough that both these games on Championship Sunday are rematches. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But here's the thing: the fucking Kansas City, the last time they played, this was Mahomes. I want to say it was his first game back. Was it off the injury?
First or second for sure. It was fresh. I don't know. That's a good question, actually. Let me look this up.
You can easily look if you look on Yahoo even.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, because then it'll just show he'll have 0 for those weeks. You know what I mean? That he was gone. And then whatever one, I think the Tennessee one would be like, because I factor everything, because I remember him coming back, and it was like he threw for 303, and it was like the Chiefs defense, they were without like Chris Jones already. They're without who else?
Yeah.
They're missing a lot of guys on defense. They were without like Kendall Fuller, and I just remember. They're also out without their rookie safety. It was just crazy. There were so many cats that were wounded that game, and
that was his first game back. There you go. Good call.
Yeah, and but
he balled. Mahomes balled. He wasn't the problem.
And no, I'm just saying. I'm trying to remember how that game played, because
Tennessee stole it at the end.
Tannehill balled. Jonnu Smith. There you go. Jonnu Smith had a big house call. Dude, Tannehill went off that game. Yeah. I remember he was like an absolute dog.
Yeah, that he stole it late. He went crazy. And came back, and they stole it.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, they proved they can beat him. They did it in Kansas City.
No, it was in Tennessee.
It
was in Music City. Yep.
Okay, I trust you.
I love that. This time around, Mahomes is like, okay, you in my house now.
That changes things. I mean, it's all about Kansas City's defense, though. I mean, they didn't look good last game, and they were supposed to.
In the beginning.
Okay,
how about this? Busted coverage, right? Read option. Motherfucker, defenders looking this way, still just pew.
Oh, that was bad.
That's how the game started, right?
Do you know who they were worried about, right, on that play?
Will Fuller.
Yep. Your boy.
And then, that goddamn Will Fuller. This motherfucking. Why you gotta say it? I was gonna successfully talk about. I actually did. I successfully talked about that whole fucking game and didn't have to bring up Will Fuller, because you know why? He's the whole reason I fucking teamed him. Like, goddamn, even the dad, even the grandpappy.
Will Fuller 2, Will Fuller 3, all of y'all.
Look it, and I know there's probably a Will Fuller 6 out there. You know what I'm saying?
Boo this baby.
Okay, so what else is there? We're on the
talking about
Tennessee game, right?
Tennessee defense versus Tennessee.
Okay, fucking.
Can Tennessee make this game ugly? That's the only way that they can win.
Yeah, I mean, hell yeah.
I see. Even though they want a shootout.
Under over? I want to know what Vegas thinks of this.
That's got to be this.
Because you know who I think it could be a mismatch in this game?
I'm going to say 49.
Who's been the quietest?
52.5. 52.5. So they expect there to be
I
points.
I didn't say I like the under then.
You like the under there.
Yeah, because of the way if Derrick Henry's going to be able to run, he's going to take a lot of time off the clock. Every time they have the ball, we're going to see them.
But will they? What I mean, Kansas City. Kansas City had like no drive like that was like over like 4 minutes.
Big splash plays.
Yeah. So
it's happening.
That's going to happen again.
Yeah, I mean like this is a
Tennessee can't run that shit if that's what's happening.
A Hill game. Because here's the thing. This is what's going to trip me out about the Ravens against Tennessee is that like Mahomes, he'll backyard football shit.
He's going to throw it.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying he'll backyard football. He'll run around too as fuck.
Right.
If you're coming after him, and they are gonna come after him
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but he's gonna eat them up, dude.
Yeah, this ain't Lamar.
No,
he's the whole.
And this is
beast.
Andy Reid. This is Andy Reid. He already played them once in a year. You know what I mean? He's one of the best game planners. Especially if a team especially within division, and in this case, it's the second time you're playing them. It's basically like a divisional matchup.
That number tells me they think Tennessee's gonna be able to score with them.
See, that's why I like the under.
You like the under there?
Yeah,
52. That's it might be the shootout game, to be honest. Who's gonna slow down who and how? Is Kansas City gonna be able to slow down Tennessee?
Kansas City, okay. All right, actually, okay. You know what? Before I say. I'm taking the under right now because it is early. But here's one thing I forgot to mention about Tennessee. I do know who the X factor is. I always try to target one guy or two guys that I think that could change, anyone's opinion, right? Mm-hmm. But who's been quiet for Tennessee in the dance so far?
AJ Brown.
Exactly.
So it's an AJ Brown day.
I mean, but also because he's a mismatch against any of that secondary. Their secondary.
They have to throw.
Smaller.
They have to throw more than they have the last two games
exactly.
to beat them.
And you have Jonnu Smith, and you also have there's always a guy getting single coverage, no matter what, and it's like you're gonna have to stuff the box. I learned this because I was like, yo, they could play man, and then remember I was trying to argue with you last week about that's front seven so good, you know what I'm saying they could even fucking not stuff the box. You know what I mean? And I'm like thinking, then you talked me out of that on the show. You're like, no. And I'm like,
Baltimore, Tennessee?
Yeah, Baltimore, Tennessee. I'm like, well, yeah, you're right. I'm like, no matter what, they're going to have Earl Thomas is going to spend time in the box, and then he'll be like / spy. You know what I mean? Because
he was up in there. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, they didn't.
He was up
Tennessee
in there
hasn't thrown it. I mean, Tannehill hit he did throw 3 touchdowns, or
I think he has.
He threw 2, but last week. But I mean, he didn't. He's not really
What did he have last
people.
week? How many yards? Because I think he has less than 100 yards, right? Total in his 2 games so far?
No, the first game he had 70 yards passing.
Yeah, okay.
The second game.
Oh, this one he had 80 something, right?
He had more than that, I think, because he hit a few. He hit a few plays. He hit a 40-yard touchdown. So I mean, he did throw. He threw for over 100 for sure.
Did he?
For sure. I'll pull the number up. I can't call it off the top of my head.
Ryan Tannehill's stats in this game.
Ryan Tannehill was 7 for 14 passing against the Ravens with 88 yards.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
good for you.
Something.
Good.
No, I just remember
fact checking me now.
No, because I'm when I'm watching the game,
felt like 100. It felt like 114
I'm counting
yards.
your points, essentially. You know what I mean? When I'm watching your game, I'm just counting them. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker's killing it.
He got 3 touchdowns though, so yeah. Maybe that's why it felt like more yardage, but still, yeah, that's not going to work against.
No,
Kansas
you know
City.
why I say this game, because I use Sirius so much, I know the little loopholes. If I say I can't, that's how I can get it straight to the point. If I say stats in this game, because it's only going to refer
to the most recent one.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that.
You know what I mean? And she's boom.
Yeah, against Kansas City the first time. Let's see, he threw 181 yards.
Yep. And then
not
look at AJ
crazy.
Brown. Look at AJ Brown in there, and then Jonnu Smith. I think both of them had big ones.
AJ Brown.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Because here's the thing, super mismatch. He's like a truck. Bro, he has breakaway speed too. It's crazy.
AJ Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
he's like giant. He's like
he wasn't the one. Tennessee.
It was Jonnu Smith then in that one. I'm just saying though. Yeah. But what did AJ Brown do that game though?
1 for 20.
Well, oh, that was it? Okay, then who blew up? It was definitely Jonnu Smith. Oh, and then Tannehill like ran 1 in or 2 in, right?
I don't know. It's probably, you know what? We might have to go back and just check that one.
Yeah, because in my memory,
John didn't do nothing either. Who the
no,
fuck was
he
it?
definitely did it. Watch this.
No, I just did it. I look it up. He had 7 points in that game.
Tennessee. Were you looking at fantasy?
Yeah, he had 7 points. That's not killing nobody.
No, I'm trying to think.
4 for 30. He had 4 for 30.
Jonnu Smith. He didn't have the big.
It could have been Derrick Henry.
Let's see.
I think it was Derrick Henry.
Hold on. I'm going to ask Siri. I'm just trying to think how to ask the bitch.
Derrick Henry versus Kansas City had 41 points, 188 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the ground.
Him.
Yes.
Okay. Damn, it's going to happen again.
There's no stopping him, bro. There really is.
Yeah, like,
and if
they're a disciplined team enough to block out all the intangible shit because they have the most ultimate shit. Derrick Henry and everyone has a chip on their shoulder. They are starting to show some arrogance though, and that was another one too. That one was funny.
I just don't see how they can.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was funny.
I just don't. The game script for Tennessee to win would be you force a turnover too early, you play with the lead, and you control the clock, keep Mahomes off the field. Right?
You know what Mahomes? You know what?
But I don't know if that'll work. I don't know if that'll work because Mahomes is the guy that can come back.
Check this out. I have here's a small prediction. 100% Chiefs have the ball first, no matter what, because they're too disciplined enough. Tennessee, right? That if they win the coin toss, they're gonna defer, right? But the Chiefs, they're probably gonna be like, "Yo, we get the ball first," so they can, because that's like that would rival what you just said. They got to get up first.
Chiefs don't have to play with the lead.
Exactly.
They don't have to. Tennessee kind of
No,
does.
they have to play with the lead. Tennessee has to. Listen, as long as it's a one-possession game, they're going to keep running Derrick Henry
for sure.
Keep the game slow.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, that's what I'm saying. So the Chiefs got to get up first, fast. Then that's how you get that over or you get close to that 52 that Vegas thinks it is.
They got to put it on them. I don't know. I'm interested to see what Tennessee has.
Maybe Tennessee's smart, and if they win the coin toss, they're like, we'll get the ball.
Give us the ball. It's just 8-minute drive.
For real, huh? For real. Even just to get 3, they would do it.
For sure. For sure.
You know what? Oh, my God. Because, it's going to be cold, too. No matter what it is, the weather is, you can't not say it's not going to be cold.
That kind of favors Tennessee a little bit.
Yeah.
They play the cold
game.
And
they play in the cold. Already all the time too, Music City gets cold just like Kansas City gets cold, but I don't think there's any snow. We'll see, we'll know when we get closer. Yeah. We might do another episode too. We never know, Playmakers, this week because things just in case things change. But you know what? Because this one's hard to call. That one's hard to call. It's pissing me off even.
It is because it's Tennessee. You keep dogging them out and they keep showing
I know,
up.
and then it's the reverse jinx doesn't work because I can't manipulate where I can be try to sell myself on Tennessee. You know
That's what I'm really trying to do is sell my
right.
I'm trying to see the scenario.
It's sharp money.
Patrick Mahomes has to be terrible, they have to just turn it over a ton of times.
Patrick Mahomes, you know what he is to me? He's the guy who puts everything on a fucking calendar, right? So he'd be like, okay, all right, year 1, sit behind Alex Smith. Year 2, start, try to get MVP. That was on one of his goals, right? Boom, get to the AFC Championship. It's and then this year get to the Super Bowl. Hey, if you can't win it, then the next year he'd be like, next year get to the Super Bowl.
I think everybody wants Kansas City to be in the Super Bowl just because have Mahomes there, right?
Because it's a story too.
It's a great. Everyone loves a good quarterback in the. You know what I mean?
And it's Andy Reid. You want people for the ones that actually appreciate him. He
needs to get one.
Exactly, because a lot of his disciples.
But he can't have it this year because you know why?
Yeah, because we got to get it.
Because the Niners are playing the Packers.
We got to get it,
and we're going there.
Okay, let's go to that game.
Go ahead. What do you? What do you got?
All right, I really.
Does Green Bay have? Do they have?
Okay, I want to hold on. Let's talk about their defense first.
Okay.
Right, because we know about our offense. But so here's some really interesting things. I remember when I was looking on PFF and I had text you, I was like, oh shit, it's crazy. So check this out. First, I look at the good shit, and I was like, what? They're third best in lowest completion rating against opposing QBs. I was like, what? Then I started looking at their schedule and who they've been playing. I'm like, oh, okay. Right? Because their secondary is bad. Because then I now looked at the bad stuff. Right? They give up. They're number 2 in the league. So first of all, the good shit I've seen. Number 3, third best, lowest completion rating. Right? Jimmy G, one thing that worried about me looking at that is that Jimmy G, he always doesn't have that much yardage anyway. You know what I mean? So it's like, damn, we're really going to have to be able to run. You know, I'm looking at the schematics of it, compared if you want to use the numbers as a tool. So in this case, you know what I'm saying, was that, third best in complete, lowest completion rating to opposing QBs. Now, the other shit, what I like is like, they were number 2 in the league, giving up the most 40-yard receptions. You know what I'm saying? And then they were number 10 in the league, giving up the most 20-yard receptions. That's the shit, because that's all we do is like splash plays anyway. And then I started thinking about the last time we played them. You know what I'm saying? And because, mind you, we know their offense because he knows Matt LaFleur. It's like, you know, he's taught him. You know what I'm saying? He's shown him shit. So he's, you know what I'm saying? Shanahan.
I saw a stat during the game. Said that the Niners are the number 1 team to use motion per play. Like and they use it like 79%.
Bro,
the Packers are 3rd.
Yeah,
and which just made me think like that. That's they're mimicking styles. Like that motion shit is actually the key to new offense.
How many times do we pull out that? Okay. What does Andy Reid do? He steals from little things from everyone, right? You know what he took from Shanahan?
The motion.
The motion and building in the wheel route and everything. Everything can result in the wheel route. You can be running like a Yankee where you got like...
Andy Reid's always had a wheel route. It's the motion, it's the jet sweep, all that action.
Yes, but building...
That's where they kill it now.
Building the wheel route in, because everything... Here's the thing with Shanahan. You know what I'm saying? Everything... There's 3 plays in one every time. Everything can check out into something. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Everything has something built in.
You can't load up against the Niners because that offense keeps you off balance. Same like the Chiefs. When they started all that jet sweep shit.
And it's throwing everything into motion. Also because when you're throwing something into motion, you're looking who follows that guy, and then you know what the coverage is. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You know what kind of coverage. Like if a safety follows him, you go, okay.
And it just creates a lot of havoc. That's the key to Shanahan's offense. That's the difference between him and Kubiak and that system now. Because you didn't see Minnesota do none of that. Yes, that's old school. Old school is not a ton of motion.
Imagine Shanahan, Kyle Shanahan looking at his dad like, Dad, you know what? Well, what if he was like, oh no, son. You know what I mean?
I heard Shanahan say like on an interview that he when he first got his first coaching job was with his dad, obviously, but that his first job outside of his dad was with John Gruden.
Oh, John Gruden.
He went to Tampa and he was with
that's
John
right.
Gruden.
That's right. That's
and
right.
he like apparently like Gruden's system was like advanced back then.
Gruden was only like
he learned it and then meshed what Gruden had.
I like that.
What
happened
with
Gruden?
what he had.
He probably, you know what though? If you know,
well, Gruden got old.
Yeah, but
Shanahan was probably like 19
he got what
years
was
old.
hot at the time.
Right. I mean, that's like 2002. Like back then, he was creative.
Dang, so he was probably like what, like in his 18, 19-ish?
No, he was probably a little older. That was
Yeah.
No, that was 15 years ago. So he's early 20s.
I forgot. He's like 40 something right now, right?
He's turned 40. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's 40.
Oh, he just turned 40.
Yeah. So but that was like he was still a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he learned from that.
But you remember though, Chucky. He was the Sean McVay type hire back then. He was like 36 or something, right?
Yeah.
When he got hired initially with the Raiders, even. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you know what I mean? He just sees another young guy. And that's tight, man. Shout out.
Yeah.
I wonder if you know what's funny? I bet you, Chucky, hey, what's up, man? What you doing? I'm busy right now, Uncle Chuck. Like, Uncle, you know I don't like it when you call me Uncle, you know? Well, you know, hey, how come you don't ever come by? We're in the Bay Area. You know what I mean?
That's funny.
He's like, and then, I'm busy. I'll call you back. Then he's like, who is that? It's fucking Chucky. He's always trying to get me to go out to lunch or something. And he just wants to steal give me some plays, man. Not even stealing, just flat out ask him.
No, you know what's funny?
Pay it forward, motherfucker.
You know really,
I put you on game in Tampa. Remember Tampa?
Chip Kelly was the first
You took
guy
my
who
spider
really
bite
went
to banana.
Went crazy with like the motion on every play kind of shit. You remember when Chip Kelly first came to Philly?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Hey, that shit was tight.
For like a couple weeks.
Yeah. No, even watching in preseason.
But it was creative
where it was
because
like, oh,
there's options
so
off every
fast.
play.
But
And
see, they would just burn out the but see, and people weren't used to that shit, so they're moving down the field every time, really fucking fast.
Right.
Bing, 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 bing. If they wanted to dink and dunk and chop you up, they could do that. Then boom, take Deshaun Jackson to the house.
Right.
Boom, a big ass fucking
you start,
read fucking read option. Because see, that's the thing is like they're doing a read option. They're like Mike Vick. Okay, we're gonna do some college shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I remember once he got that hamstring, it was like, oh, you know what I mean? I think it was the hamstring or an ankle. And then fucking Nick Foles comes in again. And Nick Foles is like a jigsaw.
Every year.
You know who else is like that too? Josh McCown. I remember in episode 1 where we were talking about him being there. I was pissed.
Being like, where? Where was he?
Sitting behind, what's his name? Wentz. Because Josh McCown's another one of those curses. Everywhere he's at, he's a backup and he's going to start.
He's
like
getting in there?
Yeah, like he was always hurting, what's his name? Smoking Jay. Smoking Jay Cuddy. Remember Jay Cutler?
Of course I do.
Never played 16 pretty much for like the last 5 years in Chicago, you know what I mean? Except for the Adam Gase year.
When he got signed by Miami, I remember him doing an interview. They're like, hey, how's your conditioning? Are you worried about your conditioning? He goes,
Running's for him.
I'm a quarterback. I don't need to be. He's like, I'm a quarterback. He literally said that. He's like, I don't really need to be conditioned. Fucking Jay Cutler. Love that guy. All right, back to the Niner game though. Okay. Like, what are you worried about from Green Bay?
No, I'm just saying.
I heard all that.
Highlight those things.
Yes, the Niners should be able to exploit everything. But and how is Green Bay going to have a chance?
They play like 30% of their snaps on defense. They play in man coverage. It's not a lot. You know what I mean? They play zone like almost 60% of the time. We're gonna eat that up. Then they're like one of the worst against the tight end. Like if not. I remember.
Yes, that's the one stat I remember you.
Yeah, always all year.
And that was the game Kittle came back off his injury.
Yep, and he went bananas.
Right, but see, the Green Bay can't have that again. You can't.
Mike Penton, you're gonna have to show me something, Mike Penton.
They've tightened up though. I mean, like they're not gonna play. Do you think they're gonna gamble and like go crazy and really try to like sell out on us?
You know what?
They can't have like it's got to be take away Kittle and then I mean obviously try to stop the run, but like.
Shanahan is just he's far like you know how it was hard to put certain Homer shit aside, right? I could really put the Homer shit aside and say Shanahan's one of the like greatest like schemers
right
against opposing defenses, like
right.
And maybe it's this okay, how about this? I don't think Mike Penton is like a Bill Belichick where he'll have mapped out all your goddamn plays and checks out and all your how your different.
By mapped out, you mean record your practice, correct?
No. I'm just saying still, but make a game plan for your defense. Yes, right. Show them all the videos.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Oh, the Belichick way. You know,
I don't know. I'm just
the Patriot way.
Mike Penn's gonna have to show me some because
I don't think he has it.
No,
I don't think he has it, to be honest.
And they're on the road. Here's one thing though. There's definitely be a ton of Packers in there. It's gonna look like goddamn Christmas. Because it's going to be hella red and green everywhere.
You think they're going to get in?
Oh, the Packers?
Yeah.
Fans?
The only way they're getting in is if Niner fans let them in.
Yeah, you're right, huh? If we buy these motherfuckers.
Some people are going to be selling. For
yeah,
sure.
there is.
There's too much money to be made. So they will be in there. Packer fans,
I'm in there.
No, you're in there.
I'm in the building, yeah.
I need you to start another chant this weekend. I mean, it's hard for me not to be arrogant and just like, or cocky about it and say, we should have them.
And you know what, too? This is nostalgic. This is Niners Packers.
It has
but it's brand new too because it's not in no candlestick and it's not in the Green Bay. This is in Levi's.
The only way that the Green Bay Packers will beat them is if the Niners beat themselves first.
Yeah,
the whole time.
Okay, agree with me on this. And I remember I was telling this to Alan too, right? Because you know what I'm saying, he was like, we were talking about how Jimmy G is, and I was just like, look, he's good for one of those things. And then what's funny is
by those things you mean a turnover.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't want to say it.
I know you didn't, but I'll say it.
When we're talking about Jimmy, he's Italian. It's kind of like you never talk about like hey, that thing we did. Yeah, oh, you mean the 3 picks? No. You don't speak about that. But you know that thing?
That
Yeah,
thing I
this
took
is,
care of it.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So in this case, you know what I'm saying? It's his turnovers. He be like good for one. Sometimes they be really nasty. You know what I mean? But like I have a theory too. Like if no one can get mad at him, even though they're all men. He looks like he just smiles at him. Hey, that fucking handsome Jimmy. You know what I mean? Everyone loves him. He's the guy that shows up to the party. He's hella late. Hella people show.
No one's tripping.
People showed up too. They're like, "Oh, Jimmy's gonna be there." And then like, it's like Raheem's like, "Hey, Jimmy." He's in the next room, right? It's Jimmy. Everyone's here, man. Where are you at? Hey, Raheem, don't even worry about it, man. I'm at another party right now. I'll be there. Then he shows up. There's no more booze. Hey, man, get some booze. He got hella money. You never think about it, huh? I didn't really think about that. What, he got like 70 guaranteed?
Something like that, for sure. Right? You got 125 on the contract.
Yeah, but he got like 70 guaranteed.
Right. Was it 70? I don't know.
Something like that. I don't remember the number. Bang, big bang, Jimmy. He comes through, he just blesses. He blesses everything. He carries hella money.
Like Derek Carr. You see Derek Carr on Hard Knocks? They did it.
Nah, I don't watch that shit. Especially if it's the Raiders.
Nah, it was a good show.
No, I know. I'm
it's
just
a good show.
know,
But no, Derek Carr. They're at a restaurant, and
he got bread too.
And he's buying. No, the whole team is there, damn near. He's paying.
Yeah.
He's paying for it.
That's dope.
And one of the rookies, Abrams. He's a safety. He's like hella country, hella ghetto.
Yeah.
He's like, Derek, I'm gonna get everything on the menu, bro. And he's like, I want one of everything. And Derek's like, yeah, bro, go ahead, get whatever you want, bro. It's all good. Get whatever you want, bro.
He's like, you mean he was like You're this, good. Looking at his compact? Go ahead, bro. Doing his making sure his eyeliner's right.
He's eating his salad.
Making sure his fucking eye. What are the shit? The mascara's right.
Made sure it was popping. Mm-hmm. But yeah, when you're quarterback, bro, you ball out. You got one of
I know, right?
$5 million a year, got deals.
Hey, man, don't let me be a quarterback.
Okay.
Oh, it just barely went up?
It just went out.
That's tight. So it's only been an hour.
We did an hour.
Okay, well, that's good, though, because we're on this Niner game. And we're
bang, bang.
So I still want to elaborate. Bang, bang. Okay, listen. As long as Jimmy G doesn't do one of those things... Or
he could do one. He could still have one.
Yeah, he's gonna have one of those. Not two of those things, and it can't be like really bad neither. Like, ooh, because
there just can't be no bullshit. Green Bay gets some bullshit. That's the only way they have to have like a kick return, a fumble to the. You know what I mean? A pick six or something. Some bullshit.
It's just.
They stop us on a fourth down. You know what I mean? Like that, they have to do some like some Tennessee did to Baltimore. Like we have to like really get down and like pressured and start.
I love
that's
that
the only
40-yard that where they giving up the 40-yard shits. Like they were giving. What was DK? What was DK? Tyler Lockett too. Did they balled? I remember watching that game. I was faded.
I don't think they balled. Tyler Lockett did pretty good. I'll pull it up, but yeah,
I just remember like really. Only tuning in, like, it was on, and that was my son's actual birthday that day. Mm-hmm. We're all, I got some family, I was telling you. And I would just, every time we're on, I swear to God, every time it was like, I felt like, because I would only look at the game when Green Bay had the ball. I swear it was like, it's all Adams and shit. And then when
there is no one other than Adams. That's like, someone might catch a pass or two, maybe a big play, but like consistently going to beat you, no one. There's no one.
I remember at one point in the year, we were like, looking at the Chicago game. Oh, yeah, it was week 16. And I was like, Aaron Rodgers averages 1 a game against Chicago, the Chicago defense, this unit. You know what I mean? Like the past couple seasons even, right? Plays them twice. He always average 1 touchdown. And it's always Adams. It's just like, because that's who it is, right?
Right.
So it's going to be him.
No, Adams is going to be the guy who could. But they need someone else to like catch a couple.
You know who could really fuck me up? And I'm going to try to grab him in the shit at the MVS. Because it's like, these bigger, faster guys, you know what I'm saying? I'm afraid of those guys for our defense.
Aaron Rodgers hates MVS with a passion.
I know, but I'm just saying, because then it's going to be, like, all right, they're going to move Adams around. And they keep Sherm pretty much where he's at. You know what I mean?
Right. So you're going to put Adams on the other side.
Exactly. And then it's like, we're going to have to double him. You know what I mean? Right. And then, in games like this, where we play it like that against like a Michael Thomas or you know what I mean, like if you know it always went down where like down the tight ends eating us, like against the Saints game. They immediately seen that, boom, in the first quarter it was two Jared Cook
You worry about
touchdowns.
Jimmy Graham.
Or to a degree. I'm just saying, like, I'm playing it
He
out.
has to be the other guy that steps up, really.
Exactly.
He's the only other guy with
And it's
a
like,
chance.
we cannot let Adams just outplay us. You know what I mean?
Nah, I don't think he's...
Because Aaron Rodgers needs everything crispy right now. Like, maybe he hasn't... I mean, because here's another thing that I'm afraid of Aaron Rodgers. Like I always say about Sagittarius, is like, he get in a hole, he'll hit a switch. We can't let him... We still got... Like, we got to be... Like, you know,
I don't know if he has that switch, though.
He hits it all the time. I've seen it for years. I refuse to say it's gone already. Like, yeah, actually, you know what?
Maybe
you know
this
what?
spot.
You
I
know
don't
what?
see it.
Hold on.
I don't see it.
Hold on. You know what?
Against the,
You
I mean,
know
the
what?
Cowboys back in the then,
I just-
those
hold
were
on.
not great defenses. We're
When I
a
was
great
looking
defense.
When I was looking at Green Bay,
Aaron Rodgers is like Tom Brady feels like a little bit. Not old, but just like he don't want to. He doesn't take chances like he used to.
bro, it's the scheme though. It's
Right.
run first.
For sure.
Yeah, but see,
And he doesn't trust anyone other than Adams. He doesn't trust him. He hates it. MVS will run an 8-yard out.
He loves Aaron Jones.
And right, the running back, but not
Yeah.
how many his
And
receivers.
yeah. Okay, listen. Here's the one thing about Green Bay that I thought of, right? Just as a whole, as a team, right? Green Bay. I was like, wait a second, let's look at the fucking schedule. How the fuck? What was the story of their 13-3? Like, we know ours,
Right.
and it was fucking beautiful, and it wasn't pretty either at one point,
Right.
Or actually the whole year. Like I remember,
yeah, it was pretty
do you remember-
early.
Do you remember I had a saying, we're winning ugly with handsome Jimmy. Remember? You remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Just all you, because it was just like we were pulling it out. We're making in-game adjustments. We're doing whatever it takes, and then our defense just stayed solid. Then like we even started when we hit a groove, we started playing all like we're not, our defense was banged up, and then they're giving up hella shit. It was more like reputation, if anything. Like, but the run defense was always stayed solid. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like other than that, it was just like it was.
And the Niners started like struggling. Not I won't say
We
struggling.
were giving it up to opposing quarterbacks.
Once the defense, like when D4 got hurt, and Quan got hurt, then we started looking a little shaky. But now these fools are all back, and they're like,
Yes, that is true though.
they're and Tart too. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like they're probably not, but they're playing like they're juiced to the gills.
Bro,
It's so.
I'm
much
on the
juice.
side probably are. I love it.
I'm just saying
I love
they're going after it, bro. They like the whole squad healthy. it's a problem. It's a problem, and I don't. Green Bay, they weren't healthy. I don't think D Ford played in that game. You know what I mean? Like
Nope.
And we still
We
got
didn't have
some.
no Quan. You know what I'm saying?
When did Quan get hurt? What game did he get hurt? Do you remember? I don't know.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let's look at the Green Bay. Can you look up the Green Bay schedule? Because then, like, and then that will also answer our question. You know what I'm saying? When we get to what week we played the Niners.
Green Bay's schedule.
Yeah, because I think D4 did play that game.
That was after the Arizona. He got hurt in the Arizona game. I know that.
Yeah, Quan, right?
Yeah. No, I'm thinking of D4.
Yeah, no, Quan too. Quan got hurt that Thursday night because he got hurt in the Carolina game a couple days prior to it. And then it's like, then he tore his shit. Or he tore that. Whatever it was, I remember him getting knocked out of the game in Carolina. You know what I mean? Like, he got hurt there. Like, he didn't play. He played the game, but he got knocked out at one point. And then on a short week, then he tears the pec. But watch, peep out Green Bay's schedule.
Okay,
one time,
I got it up.
right? Because I have a really strong case here.
Okay, go ahead, make your case.
Okay, no.
I have the schedule.
Yeah. Go sound it off. Week 1,
Bears,
right? Played shitty, right?
Yep. And then
You know what I'm
Vikings.
saying? And it was the first game of the year. You know what I'm saying? Then the Vikings. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was a game where he surprised me because I remember I was like, yo, they still got bad nickel shit, right? And then I was like, oh, he surprised me. It's still Aaron Rodgers, or whoever, Matt LaFleur. Because I'm trying to figure this out, right? The new Green Bay look, right? You know what I'm saying? Aaron Jones, he had a cool game. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those 13 touch games that he has. I remember he had
What game are you talking about?
this is now against the Vikings, that week 2. Because mind you, I'm trying to through the course of the year see the identity of them. You know what I'm saying? Because I already knew it's gonna kind of look like our shit, but then it was also like I just seen them in Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? Matt LaFleur. You know what I mean? And seeing how that looked. So now check this out. You got motherfucking week 3. Who was it?
Denver.
He had trouble in that game. You know what I'm saying? What's his name?
He only really played good in three games.
Exactly. One of them's the Raiders. No, but I'm just telling you. What's the next? Okay, what's the next week? We'll speed this up.
They lost to the Eagles, 34-27.
Yep, that's on a Thursday night.
They beat the Cowboys.
Yep. Do you remember that night too? I mean, that week I had the Eagles. Eagles was one of the only smash. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, continue.
But then they beat the Lions by 1 point.
See, yep, that was still Stafford.
The Raider game.
Yep, smash.
Beat the Chiefs the next week.
That was the first, yeah. But see, guess what? That was Matt Moore, and they still had trouble. You know what I'm saying?
That was Matt Moore.
Yep.
Great point.
You know what I mean? Continue.
Lost to the Chargers.
See, and that's the game too. Is like Shanahan, they'll probably watch that game because all this shit I was talking about, like all the giving up the 40-yard plays and this. All that you see, all that in that Chargers game, just that game alone, like how the Chargers fucking dissected them. You know what I mean? Okay, now continue.
They scored 11 points. That was
no. Watch and
the offense is the issue. I see.
Yeah, no, continue. Watch, continue, and the defense,
beat the Panthers, 24-16. Bye week.
Yep, and that was the game that they almost had a chance to come back. Kyle Allen, but then he throws the pick. It was like, if you remember that, he was like. Right? So go on.
Niner game.
And we know how that went. Go on.
Beat the Giants 31-13.
I want to say that was Daniel Jones. Yep.
They beat the Redskins 20-15.
Yep.
Bears again 21-8 or 13. Vikings Lions. Maybe they never look great.
Not a good schedule. Look at that schedule. Not a good team on there when you minus the fact that he played the Chiefs, but what else? Without Patrick Mahomes. Then who did they get the bye week? Then who do they play? The Seahawks badass defense. Like badass as in not good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So the Niners are the only real
I love us in this.
As you should.
Yeah, but like even just to not be biased.
Yeah, they had a weak schedule.
Yeah.
And they went 13-3.
Exactly. And it's Aaron Rodgers. So I'm just saying he does to go.
I mean, that's all the way. Everyone's
to go all the way back to why we even went down all these tangents was because I said yes, he does have that switch. We haven't seen it yet this year. That's why you're saying like I don't think he has that switch.
I don't think he does. He hasn't shown.
Yeah,
it
he does.
This year he hasn't shown it, other than the Raider game. But they were never. He didn't do anything.
The Raider game was never in jeopardy.
Right. It was.
I'm just saying.
The Raiders.
Yes, we haven't. Yeah, you're right. We haven't seen him hit the switch this year, but. He hasn't been in no dire straits.
He's needed to though in a few games. Like he's needed to, and he's done it like one drive. I don't know. I don't think.
The Eagles game. The Eagles game. He couldn't do it. He couldn't do it.
Right.
The pressure was there, but you know what? Though still though, Devontae Adams had the crazy ass game because they're gonna make Devontae Adams stay to the weaker side. Like we almost might not see him. Like
is there any chance
Sherm? Oh yeah,
follows him.
Kid, remember I told you this on the Monday night game when it was CJ beat hard. You know what I'm saying? The gingerbread man, you know what I'm saying? That fool, during that Monday night game in Green Bay, they had, it was funny because this was with Sherman, you can tell he still wasn't 100%. This was a couple years ago, or obviously, yes. Right? But I remember he was like, Adams, they're keeping him away from him. Then he goes and he fucking, I think it was Ricky Witherspoon, or whoever it was. No, it was Ward. Or who was, not Ward, was it Jimmy Ward?
Oh, Tremaine Brock? No, it wasn't him.
It was one of them.
Jimmy Ward was probably
Jimmy Ward, yeah. But anyways, he
probably
goes,
hurt.
He goes, he taps the guy. Like this is like the Aaron Rodgers is doing all the cadences, and then Sherm goes to the other side. He's like, you know what I mean? And then like now he's on Adams, and then Adams burns the fuck out of him. You know what I mean? And I'm like, fucking Sherm, dude. That's why for like a whole season I wasn't a believer, but it was like he wasn't 100%. You know what I'm saying? Coming off an Achilles, and even amazing that he was even playing like the amount of snaps he was. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it was just like he went and tapped him. So I'm just saying though, like, I mean, it's not far fetched. He doesn't do it much, but if he has to do it,
he's gonna have to. He's gonna pull out all the stops. Obviously.
Yeah.
This is the last chance.
Fuck it. You know what I would do is like, see, and here's the thing though, is like Alan Lazard, they might continue because Alan Lazard, he's hella huge. You know what I'm saying? We don't really have just fucking Witherspoon, just no Witherspoon. How about that?
He won't be in there to start this time. They'll wise up. They'll wise up to that one. I think that. I mean, I think they should roll. I just don't want to be arrogant about it. But I mean,
I'm probably not even gonna touch this game.
Nah, I mean, I don't know. First half might be fun.
It.
First half will be like 5 points. They're gonna come out rowdy though. That's what I love. Like,
yeah,
Levi's gonna be rowdy.
I want to save any kind of energy I put to this game besides fantasy because that's automatic. But any time like energy, because like you know what's sad? When you were like. When we were sitting here after that Seahawks game and it broke our streak, not that it mattered. I actually liked the streak to end there because the way it all, you know what I mean? It was like kind of like, wake them up for being undefeated because, we're giving the hot boys cracking and all this shit, a lot of fucking bang bang Niner gang. It was just, you know what I mean? Like, because, that's one thing I hate. Like, you know what I do love though? You're going to love this too. I'm so glad we don't have no like goddamn dance or anything. Dance.
Oh, our own. No gimmick.
Yeah, no, like the Dirty Bird.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not a gimmick, but like the Dirty Bird or
right.
like the dab. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Where it's like everyone's doing this shit and then it just all comes crashing down. Because that's what it did for the Dirty Bird and the dab with Carolina.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
It only lasts so long.
No, I'm just saying, but those ones come to a crashing in the Super Bowl even. They ride this hype.
Oh, I see what you're saying. The Super Bowl hype. Yeah. I was a Dirty Bird. Did I tell you that? I was a Dirty Bird back then.
The fucking.
Just because it was fantasy reasons. Yeah, I was for fantasy reasons. But I was a Niner fan, but I was riding the. I was on.
Oh no, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Like Andrew Luck, he makes me like love the Colts, and now I feel upset because it's like how upset are you if you're a Colts fan? Like no more Manning a long time ago, then you get Andrew Luck, you're like hell yeah, and then he's gone, and then you're like
Jacoby Brissett,
and you're like oh I hope. He used to be with Brady too, and he was set behind Andrew Luck. He's like Obi-Wan Kenobi, and then he's not. Jacoby 1 Kenobi Brissett.
I like that.
Jacoby 1 Kenobi Brissett.
What about Joe Burrow to the Bengals?
I like that.
Because that's the first time I watched him. I'm not a big college watcher. I know about him, but like 60 touchdowns in a year. Fuck. I think he threw 5 picks. It said. But Cincinnati's got to take him, right?
Listen, all I knew about that kid was like he's like in all the highlights, right?
Right.
And I'm like,
he won the Heisman.
Exactly. Then right, and then so this is how it might because it was straight gambling for me because I don't follow college like that. I do when it comes to like in the NFL offseason.
Right.
Then I look into college. Who's the crop?
Right.
You know what I mean? That's coming in. And then I watch highlights. Then I figure out who I like, and I'm like, ooh, because then what kind of schemes they're coming from. Then I start looking up all that shit, and then I'll have good.
We'll look back one day at Lawrence versus Burrow. That's one because these guys are gonna be NFL pros.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So that was why I was ready to watch. I like a good quarterback matchup.
But see, here's the shit. Fucking Matt, what was his name? Matt Schneider. Like all these dudes, like he's there. The Bengals, like the Bengals do. They're like, fuck it, you're gonna be a motherfucking our legit fucking version of Hey, what do I do with that stove?
I don't know.
Anyways, fucking.
What about him? The legit version of who?
His their own legit version of or not legit, legit version of a Shanahan ripoff, because he's the apprentice of Sean McVay, who's the apprentice. It's just all that family tree.
It's a gimmick league.
Yeah,
for sure.
And they're gonna give him what? They'll give him probably another 2 seasons at most, or 3 seasons, including this year.
Who are you talking about? Zach Taylor?
Yeah, Zach Taylor.
Oh, he's got 1 year, maybe.
No, I know the Bengals are stupid.
They are stupid, but they're gonna
keep him on because then they're gonna get him a quarterback.
They're not far from Cleveland.
No, I'm just saying.
I'll just tell you that.
That's why I think Burrow would be the. You know what I mean? Like if you say Burrow goes there, they'll be like, yeah, they're gonna try to make this a fucking thing.
And they'll just sit tight and hold, not just. I don't know. We'll see. Zach Taylor's the guy, but yeah, I like Burrow over there. We'll see. They might bring Andy Dalton back for a year. He walks.
He can get hella money just to be
You
a
think someone's-
backup somewhere else.
That's true.
Why is he gonna get? You know what I mean?
Yeah, then Burrow's like 23, so they're gonna throw him. They'll throw him to the Wolves. He's
Oh, yeah.
right away.
No, but they also got their other guy. Their
Nah, who's the
what
guy?
was his name?
exactly.
What was his name? Oh,
Kept
man.
Riley something? Was it a Riley? None of us.
You know who I'm talking about?
I
right?
do know you. Finley, Ryan Finley.
Finley.
Ryan Finley. That's great. They got that one guy. What? Who?
So compartmentalized.
That's not. If you can't remember the quarterback's name, then he's not the guy. He's not the guy.
That's right.
You know what I mean? But
Hey, Burrow, yeah, he'll come in.
for sure.
Off the riding the heat and
sure.
get first round money. Like kids like that, they're smart. You know what's crazy? Oh yeah, it was other intangibles why I even bet the money. Because first of all, I'm getting takes from from the football dads, the fools I'm in the shit with, right? Because you know what I'm saying? They like he knows so many goddamn bookies. Like he knows that the fucking. You know what I mean? Like sometimes he'll come out and say, hey, smash. And it's like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's like, how much do I want to gamble? Like, you know what I mean? Okay, how many?
He only hits you with the smash plays.
No. He's always, but see, here's the thing too, is like, I have to agree with it most of the time because like so many times he says smash play and it doesn't hit. It's just because his shit is based on like what he, conversations he be having with like the bookies and shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like where it's like where they know where all the public money's coming in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The dumb money.
The
You know what I
chalk.
mean? Yeah. Like certain ones where it's like for instance, that Minnesota Vikings game a couple weeks ago against the Saints. Mm-hmm. Like, oh man, like just put the
Saints
house.
money.
Yeah, everyone should have put everyone should have put their house on Minnesota.
I mean, in retrospect.
Yeah. No, yeah, exactly. No, I'm just saying, but that he was saying that was the sharp money that week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Tennessee was the sharp money this week. And,
Oh, yeah.
and that week, too.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of sharp money. There ain't going to be no sharp money this week, though. Niners, Chiefs, Super Bowl. That's what it's going to be.
I want that.
That's what it's going to be.
That's a dream.
That's what it's going to be. You heard it here first.
Woo!
Bold prediction.
Oh shit! I was looking for the drink. That's what's missing. My phone just flew off.
You're scattered right now.
Yeah. But you know what?
I think that's
we're
what- I
scattered,
think that
but we're
means
getting
it's time
it
to go.
together. You know what I'm saying? Follow us at the GMM Network. Follow me at Bogart Scott Free World. Follow my esteemed colleague, the Goo, at the Guru 408. It's fucking goddamn championship week.
That's right. That's time to get it, man.
You know what I'm saying?
It's time to get it. It's time to get to the ship. It's time to get to the bowl.
Bang, bang. Oh, man, I hope we get there, dude.
Just be faithful.
Oh, yeah. I'm grateful to be faithful. Woo!
Yeah, your shit kept flying everywhere. You knocked your headphones out about 4 times.
I know. No, you
Your
know what?
phone. Oh, there's your phone right there, probably is. Hanging by a thread. There it is.
That's hella funny. You know what too is fucking.
That stove is nowhere to be found. Oh, there it is. I found it.
That's funny.
It's everywhere.
Oh shit. You know what's funny? It's fucking. I don't even remember the fucking. I changed the new
Are you struggling over there too?
No, I changed it the passcode and shit. I'm trying to remember. That's hella funny, dude.
So since this thing's on still,
Yeah.
yeah,
You got anything else you want to say to the people?
I think I'm gonna win the playoff league.
No, I forgot we're still have fantasy shit.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna win that. So I went out, I drafted all the Titans. I have Tannehill, I have Henry, I have Damian Williams, I have Travis Kelce, I have George Kittle, I have Emmanuel Sanders. I have action in the Super Bowl. So I mean, and I'm only down 75 points. Number 1 place. He lost
Hey, where am I
everybody.
at? I'm curious, actually.
You're actually like 40 points behind me, and you got
No fucking way.
you got the homie.
So I just need.
You got the homie.
But you also got Chiefs defense.
I do have them. But that's Yeah. So if the Niners go, I got Sanders and Kittle, and then I already got either Titans or Chiefs guys in there too. 2 killers on each team. So
That's true.
I should do damage this week and go into first and then have killers in the Super Bowl. But you have a Mahomes.
And then I come through.
It's gonna take some IDP magic to come up.
You know what?
It can happen.
Oh yeah.
It can happen, bro. So, I mean, it's.
I pieced together. I was behind you like 90 points, and you just kept scoring it, and I kept getting close, and then like.
Oh yeah.
Jamal,
The Kelsey,
Travis
Damian
Kelce,
Williams.
It was
one
yeah.
was
It was just every time I was like, okay, I just keep bringing them up with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
We're going together.
Yeah, exactly.
You were there last year too.
I went into the Super Bowl winning last year because I lost. I was a sitting duck because I got all these points in the AFC Championship only to fucking.
Sony Michel and Edelman.
Yeah.
Well, there wasn't much
Exactly.
action in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but it was Sony Michel and Edelman. Like I think I had you by like 30 something or something like that, and then like
I don't know, maybe.
yeah.
But this year,
I
I,
had,
don't
like,
know. Derrick Henry, boy. Derrick Henry. It's crazy. No one believed in the Titans. No one believed.
Bang bang.